Good morning. It's a Saturday morning out on the farm. It's beautiful, about 72 degrees, sunny. It's going to get hot today. I got quite a few little projects we're going to do. Yesterday, we got the first coat of white paint up on the living room walls. Not all of them, a little bit more needs to be done there, and then a lot of trim. But it's really hot in that front room this morning, so we're not going to do any painting up there. Project I'm going to work on right now, this is the fireplace surround for the living room, the stone fireplace. We're going to clean this up a little bit with some crud cutter just to make sure it's clean. A little light sanding, and then we're going to try to put some black heat resistant spray paint on this. So that's the current project I'm working on, trying to do it in the shade, and then I'll put it out in the sun to dry. But a lot of little projects today, so let's get started. So we spent 3 days at the farm this week, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Found ourselves going after the flooring in the bedrooms. It was just time to get that removed to see what we're dealing with underneath. We did find some water damage. You'll hear about that in just a second. But more than anything, it just made us feel like we were really progressing. At this point, between getting the living room done and starting in on these bedrooms, we're making some pretty good progress. Another couple of weeks here, we're going to be able to start wrapping things up. This is the living room. You're very familiar with it. At this point, we have the finish paint, one coat of the finish paint on the ceiling, all three sections, that entire wall, this wall, and a part of that. So we need to finish the big stuff there. And then we have to go in and do all the cut in and all the trim. I don't know if you can see up in that corner, the primer is the darker one and the finished paint is the bright white. So pretty substantial difference there. And you can probably see above this window where it rolled on the side, but not across the top. So that's the kind of trim cut in we've got to go through and finish up. But it was really nice to get at least one coat on most of this room at this point. So we are definitely making progress. Okay, so we ended up doing some floor removal in the two bedrooms. So Lisa has finished the wallpaper in the main room, working on it in the bathroom at this point, which the entire bathroom has lots of wallpaper. So that'll take a while, but basically all the wallpaper's out of this room. We put a skim coat on there so we can just sand that down and put our primer up. We've taken closet doors off. We've taken shelves out of here. Here is the problem in this room. There is a substantial amount of water damage underneath this window. My working theory is that they get some pretty tall snow in Terra Alta, that it probably a lot of snow stacked up on the roof of this, maybe it came up to the window, and as it melted, it just, kind of ruined the window there. But we definitely have some floor rot, some rot behind the wall there. So we're in the process of trying to find a contractor, because we're going to need to open this up and probably replace a few boards, a couple of the floorboards in here before we go much further in this room. Expected that when we first looked at the house. We'd known about the water damage here. You can tell this wall is not very stable. So kind of expected that. Unfortunately, that's the only thing we've hit so far, but we will have to take care of that. So other than that, this room is ready for a sanding and to start putting the primer in. Same thing over in this room. All the flooring's been removed, the staples, the tack strips, the nails, and I started working on the patching this morning. This room was really actually in pretty bad shape in terms of cracks and just lots of damage in here. So it's going to take a lot to get this ready, but when we come back next weekend, all of this will be dry. We'll be able to do a first sanding. This room will be super easy to paint. It's just a vanilla box, so we will paint the trim white, but since we don't have to worry about spilling paint, which apparently neither did the previous painters, because there's quite a bit on the floor, but it's real easy to paint. When the ceiling, the walls, the trim, everything's going to be the same color. One other thing I got done Friday was kind of got this garage organized. Eventually this garage will need painted, a little bit of drywall work out here, but we've got a trailer loaded up with some carpet ready to go. We got the mower ready to mow. It's been really dry, so I haven't had to mow. Exterminator came 2 weeks ago. He sprayed up, he sprayed down, so the garage is nice and clean of bugs at this point. No major issues. Got to figure out how to get this garage door working. We've got some space over here, a couple sawhorses as we start painting doors. That is the entryway closet door. It's got a coat of primer on it. And then in this room, these are all the other doors that we're going to need to paint. 3 kind of bedroom doors, and then 3 sets of closet doors for the hall closet and the bedroom closets. So we will be painting all those as we get a little closer to things. So that's about it. We are actually going to jump in the car. Today is the last day for Preston County Farm Day. So we're going to go down the street to the Riffle Farm and check that out. Thank you so much for watching. We'll